we are going to make an element. An element is just a decorative part of a larger project. The element that we're going to make today is the leaf. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a very short taper. And that is a taper in two dimensions. And you can see it's basically a square taper, very short. Our next step is going to be forging the bottom ears of that leaf. And we'll do that right here on the corner of the anvil on that far side edge. Now you can see how quickly it gets a heat. So when you're talking 3,000 degrees or a little less than that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over the far side of the anvil and I'm gonna do a half on, half off blow. We are building our primary leaf shape. So this little thin section would ultimately become the stem. Now I'm gonna switch hammers. You can see that hammer there has kind of a round face. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this corner up and we're just gonna begin to forge it flat. Well, we're nearly done with this element and you can see how quickly that happened. So it doesn't take very long. Once you know your order of operations, once you know how the material flows under the hammer, you can make all kinds of really amazing stuff. And you can kind of see that I can use this cross-peen hammer to bring those ears of that leaf out just a little bit. This is just for some visual interest. We're going to come in here while this is still pretty hot from the fire. We're just going to hit it with some brass. And we're going to do it kind of across that texture that we've put in this leaf. All right, so we've taken some of the heat out of it. And then I'm going to use a little beeswax mix here. And two things are going to happen. It's going to seal it up so that it won't corrode. But the dark sections in that leaf are going to get just a little bit darker. So you're going to have a little more visual interest. That brass is really going to pop. You can see how easy that was. Here's an example of what maybe that element can be used for. This is a student made this. So she forged this out and then she drew this out and then made this little penny scroll, little small scroll. And you can see how quickly that element came out. And she did it exactly the same way.